The Mariners pass protection. Baltimore does a nice job protecting the quarterback, but it's not all on the skill of their front guys. They do a lot with getting the back out into routes that we'll talk about. They do a lot with the screen game that limits how many four-man pressures you bring. They do a great job with it. You can see the Cavalry pass rush is obviously, not one of the top units in the league, although they do a good job. The Mariners have the #1 pass protection unit in the league, and it's not all just on the talent of their top 3 guys, although they are good. They do a lot with screens. They do a lot with putting the back out into routes that really limits the pressures. Let's take a look at Baltimore's pass protection here. Again, up front, they do an adequate job. They're certainly not, tremendous, but they do a lot of things scheme-wise, allow them to have a ton of success, and they limit the four-man pressures that you can bring. And obviously, the numbers have added up for them. They have a tremendous offense and a tremendous record. Again, here you go. They give E.J. Nemeth time. He's able to make big plays happen in the passing game. Great protection. Receiver makes a great play, beats the DB downfield, and it's 6 points for Baltimore. Again, another look. Obviously, they give him some great time here. He's able to do some, good things. I mean, that's great protection. Able to find the receiver over the middle. Big thing they do that you want to try to limit. They want to get the ball out quick. Here's another example. Ball's out, so you don't got to protect long when you get the ball out quick, and their quarterback does a great job of making his initial read and getting the ball where it needs to go. Back again to some of the things we talked about scheme-wise. Our D coordinator, Coach Fox, did a great job. We brought some good pressures, again, away from the back, force them to have to come across to pick them up. There's a sack, a sack and a hold there. So there are some things you can do, but you're playing with fire because, we understood that coming in. They will screen you. They will put the back into routes. We'll look at that later, but obviously if you're tenacious and you get after it, you can get to their quarterback. He is a big, strong guy. He is mobile. He will get out of there. He'll make things happen. This is probably as good of a play as I've seen a quarterback make all year in this league. Avoid the rush, big and strong, getting dragged to the ground, throws the ball downfield for a big play. Here's their screen game. Now you talk about you want to blitz that backer away from the back. They're going to hurt you in the screen game. They're going to attack that area. They're going to get the ball out. Greer in his hands, in the open field, he's dangerous. They'll put the back out. Now here's the back coming out, so they're going to essentially run a 4-man route, force you to cover. Again, great job on their end. The key with their 4-man route is they're looking to try to force you to, if you're blitzing a linebacker, they're putting your jack into a bind where now he's got to take that back in the flat, and they're also going to run a route right in that curl zone behind where the jack linebacker vacated. So they do a lot of things scheme-wise with that. I think it's a great scheme, especially when they get in the red zone there and they run their little mesh deal with the back out. It's a great deal for them. They do an excellent job with it. Again, you'll see the back. They're going to hit the back on a check down here, I think, for a touchdown. Boom, we blitzed. Nobody was there to cover the back. Puts the DB at a leverage disadvantage with the big, strong back catching the ball out of the backfield. They do a great job with it. Here's the Wyoming pass rush. You'll see here when they do get a good rush, they do get after the quarterback and cause some problems. I do know that they have some injuries up front on the defensive line that maybe they don't have the personnel in there right now that they'd like to. And, I'm not going to lie to you, they're not certainly the top D-line that Baltimore's going to see. However, they are capable of getting to the quarterback, as you will see in these clips, and, force errant throws. I just think as a whole, they are going to struggle with a lot of the things that they're going to have to defend against Baltimore with the run game. We took a look at the run game earlier. You have to stop that first and foremost, or Greer will put the game away himself. Nemeth is also a capable runner. They're going to have to stop him. I mean, that's an undisciplined rush to allow the quarterback to scramble like that up the middle. Nemeth will do that all day and hurt them. Again, a stunt. It's kind of a lazy type of stunt. Baltimore certainly has seen, better than that. They're not going to be in awe of the stunt and twist game here from Wyoming. Again, a ton of time. Balls delivered. Baltimore will have a field day off of that. Wyoming's got to do some things and mix some things up to get pressure. Again, video number 2, breakdown number 2. The advantage again goes to the Baltimore Mariners offensive line and pass protection unit and in the run game. Again, thank you for watching the blog. Look forward to you checking out the next one.